Right, here we are for IGL quarterfinals going up against AgentMayhem and his team, who we faced in the regular season. I forget what week it was. It was earlier in the season. I think it was like week 3, and we 6-0'd him because we were able to win with Dragapult, with DD Dragapult. I'm bringing the same exact set here. Um, just I don't know, just because I might change it. Problem is we're having the battle like right after this team builder, and it's Friday, so it's not like it's early in the week. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting a text. It's kind of like I had plenty of time to build this team, and then all of a sudden I'm trying to figure it out like the day of. And I thought I would have more time, but now he's ready, so I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta get this team builder done. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna go for it and hope it works out. I've had 2 mocks with this. Yeah, sorry, I've had 2 mocks with this, and uh, both of them. Well, one of them I barely won, and the other one I got like 6-0 because I just don't like this matchup. I didn't like it in week 3. A couple things worked out really well for me, and just the game kind of went my way in week 3. But this one could be very different, a few different ways. So I just think his Slowbro Blissey core, along with Diancie, if he brings Diancie, is a huge problem. Offensive hit on top basically forces me to bring Alamamola. He didn't bring offensive hit on top last time, but I'm pretty sure after the battle, I told him how scary offensive hit on top is for my team. I think I did, um, and I think he learned from his mistake of not running triple axle on it, um, because that is a problem. So, especially for this Dragapult here. I could change, on this Dragapult, I could change Phantom Force to like Steel Wing so I can hit Diancie. And I might just do that because, I 2 KO Slowbro anyway, most likely, with the Dragon Darts, unless he's like Max Fizz Def Black Sludge, which he could be. Um, but if he's not, we're doing a lot of damage, and I don't know, it's tough, man. I don't know, it's weird because he says it's a tough matchup for him, but I, I don't know, I feel the same way. I guess the viewers can be the judge of that, I suppose. Everyone has their own opinions. But yeah, like I said, let's get back to the team here. Culberberry, just because Crocodile's a thing. Sucker Punch hit on top he brought last time, so that could be annoying. Maybe if it brings like Dark Pulse Tornadus, that's a potential. Knock off on Mega Scizor as well. Um, yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. But yeah, that's Dragapult. Let's move on. We're bringing the same Crobat, except Rocky Helmet this time instead of Boots. So Roost, Defog, Heat Wave, U-Turn, same 4 moves. It's pretty good because it deals with Mega Scizor pretty well. U-Turn does like 3% to me. As long as he doesn't knock off my Rocky Helmet, it's really nice to get chip on things. It's nice for Croak. It's nice for Hitmontop. Like Triple Axle, if he hits all 3, he's doing half of his own damn health to him. So that's pretty good. And yeah, so that's basically what the Crobat is here for. It's nice for defog. Figured it's not really needed to have boots on it, even if he gets up rocks with Crook. Like this is, I could just switch in a Crook as he gets up rocks. I really think he's going for that. Also, Blissey gets rocks, so. But yeah, I felt like Rocky Helmet is going to be a little bit more useful here. I also have the Umbreon, specially defensive this time. I think last time it was Fizz Def. Actually, no. I don't know. Whatever. It's nice for Tornadus. It's nice for Volcanion. It's really nice for Slowbro because we can force switches. And the biggest problem with hold on. All right. So yeah, Umbreon being not having to run Wish is kind of nice for the team, just so that I can Baton Pass instead. Because I definitely wanted Heal Bell for the team, and I also wanted Foul Play so I could break subs on like Raikou and Volcanion and stuff. And just to do damage to like Slowbro in case he doesn't have Slack Off. And then Toxic is just nice, so I can Toxic things like Diancie or like Hitmontop or Tornadus maybe. So yeah, that is the Umbreon. Next up we got Anger, our Tauros, enough speed for Crook, um, with Rock Climb, Voice Crack, be like Rock Climb, Earthquake, Flamethrower, and Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt's really just there for Hitmontop. Last time I brought this, didn't really do much. It had close combat for Blissey. I feel like I don't really need that Rock Climb 2 KOs anyway. Flamethrower will hit the Mega Scizor, which he might try to bring in against us. So Flamethrower does a lot. I don't really know how much exactly. Again, this team is kind of just whipped up. There have been a few changes to it, so. But yeah, that's the Tauros. Not much else to say about it. Just trying to do what I can. Minus Spadef nature, just kind of helps me out against like Mega Scizor and Hitmontop and Crocodile, I suppose. I'm not really gonna stay in probably against Raikou, or like Tornadus anyway. So yeah, so I don't really need the Spadef as much as I need the Fizdef. Next up is Fizdef Alamomola. Like I said, I feel like I have to bring this. It's here instead of Avalugg because it deals with Hitmontop better than Avalugg. And also Wish Passes to free up those 2 move slots with Umbreon. So Wish, Protect, Scald, and Mirror Coat. The whole deal with this Pokemon is, be able to switch into Scizor, be able to, well, not exactly Scizor, more so Crocodile and Hitmontop. Because, like, yeah, Crobat can switch in, but for one, if I roost this, he EQs, that's a problem, but for another thing, I'm going to be U-turning, right? I'm not going to Heat Wave or Crocodile. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. Like, if he stays in as I U-turn, I'm just bringing something else in. So I want to make sure that I have another Pokemon to bring in, just in case. That's the Alamomola. We're running the Wackenberry because I'm not bringing Nidoqueen, so Volt Switches are free. So my hope is he Volt Switches as I stay in, or just Thunderbolts would be better, honestly. And I pop the Wackenberry, and then I Mirror Coat something to kill it. Problem is, Blissey has like the highest HP in the game, so if it brings in Blissey, it's not going to kill it. And there goes my whole strategy. So, it's that would suck, but we'll see how that goes. And also, if he subs up as I click Mirror Coat, that could be really bad. Last but not least, we have Banded Infernape. We're bringing it in. Adamant, enough speed for Crook. This was Scarf, and then the only thing I changed was Choice Band. I didn't change the moves or anything. I'm thinking, maybe Mach Punch is good, but I also want that Earthquake so I can hit Slowbro and Volcanion better, and even Diancie. So, it's tough. It's tough, man. But, yeah, he doesn't have the best ground switch-ins, which is why you'd think I'd bring Nidoqueen. Problem with Nidoqueen is that Blissey comes in. Last time I brought Superpower, and I think this time I tried to bring a Taunt Super Fang Nidoqueen, but it just wasn't very useful, to be honest. Because in my mock, the guy brought Ice Beam. I could totally see an Ice Beam Blissey coming. But yeah, anyway, that's that, I suppose. And yeah, I guess that's it with the Infernape. Just trying to do a lot of damage. I mean, I know Slowbro is the switch in, but Banded Earthquake definitely 2 KOs. And if I can get some right plays with this Pokemon, it's going to be really good. It's more of an offensive team than I'm usually comfortable. I mean, not really, but Tauros is I've only used this mon a few times, and this Dragapult set is kind of sketchy, IMO. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I'm thinking I want to change Phantom Force either Steel Wing or Flamethrower. I'm just not sure which, because if I change it to Flamethrower, I have to take off, something either defense or special defense. But yeah, I'll tell you how it goes in the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to cut to the battle right here. Wish me luck. It's win or go home. So, This could quite possibly be our last battle of the IGL. Oh, one more thing. Week 9 I didn't upload. I was gonna upload something, but I didn't. It was a forfeit win to us, so we ended the season 7-2. And yeah, so now we're facing AgentMayhem. That's why I forgot to mention that at the beginning. But yeah, week 9 was a forfeit loss to us. So we got the 3-0 win there, which put us at, again, 7-2 plus, I think, like 21 differential, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, okay, I'm going to cut to the battle right here. Wish me luck. Got a win to move on, and try to defend our title. Keep going at it, right? All right, I'll see you there. All right, here we are in the battle, going up against Agent Psycho and his Callao Keldeos. That is the team. He brings a team of Blissey, Tornadus Therian, Mega Scizor, Volcanion, Diancie, and Raikou. So, bringing Alamola kinda feels silly because he didn't bring Crook or Hitmontop. He also did not bring Mismagius, Maractus, or Slowbro. Slowbro was huge. I did not expect to not see Slowbro. I really expected to see it. Galarian Slowbro at least. So, yeah, looking at his team, I'm kind of panicking again because I don't see Crocodile or Hitmontop, but it's okay. Also, I switched out Phantom Force for Flamethrower, which is actually a good thing here because he didn't even bring Slowbro. So having the Flamethrower is going to be really nice for that. Mega Scizor. However, we can't really hit Diancie like at all with Dragapult, so we're gonna have to knock out Diancie before we can bring in Dragapult. So yeah, with that being said, his lead, I'm thinking is gonna be Tornadus maybe, potentially Raikou as well. Maybe he wants to get up rocks with Diancie. I'm just gonna lead Umbreon because it's a decent lead against pretty much everything except Mega Scizor. If he wants to lead Mega Scizor, I can just hard into Crobat, and everything else. If I'm against anything else, I can just kind of baton pass and deal with it that way. So let's get right into the battle right now. He is going to lead with a Raikou, which is good for me as long as he's not like sub-Calm Mind. He goes for Volt Switch. It does 25%, which tells me he's Timid Specs, which is really good to know that he's choiced into that. I know he's not Modest Life Orb because he didn't take Life Orb damage. So I foul played turn 1 just in case he went for the substitute. And then I'm going to switch into Crobat as he goes for a Toxic, and that doesn't work, so that's really good. I mean, I had Heal Bell, so it didn't matter, but it's nice to get that play right there. So he goes into Diancie here, as I go for a U-turn. That's good for me. I'm going to bring out Tauros because I'm just going to go for Iron Head here, and he doesn't have the best switch-ins, to be honest, as this does end up knocking him out. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I switched out Iron Head for Zen Headbutt, which is great. Also, because he didn't bring Hitmontop, so I didn't need Zen Headbutt. So yeah, I take out the Diancie. He brings in Raikou as I bring in Umbreon, because it's an easy play. And then I go into Crobat as he has Scizor in. He's going to go for the U-turn. I have Rocky Helmet, so I'm just going to do that. And that's going to do a little bit of damage to him. That damage on the U-turn tells me that he's max attack adamant, so something to keep in mind. Probably not Sword Stance though, since he has a U-turn. So yeah, he used for knockoff, knocking off my Rocky Helmet. Kind of sucks, but it's fine. I get a free switch into Anger, which can knock out this Tornadus at this point. So I go for the Rock Climb. I do connect. I do 27% to Scizor. And then he doubles out into Tornadus, predicting me to potentially go for Flamethrower. I think that's what he was predicting. Or maybe he was just predicting my hard switch into Infernape, I don't know. But either way, it worked out for him. Now he's going to go in for the knockoff as I bring in Crobat. It doesn't do it. It doesn't work out for him because it doesn't do any damage. He goes for Hurricane. It missed. He says he didn't expect it to do much. He probably wasn't invested. But yeah, I go for a U-turn there. So it gets me Umbreon. Unfortunately, I don't have Wish on this Umbreon, but I'm just going to click Baton Pass here. It's pretty free as long as I can get. So here I went to Alamola because, well, for one, I didn't really have a better answer because this thing definitely has Shadow Ball for Dragapult. But for two, I was trying to catch him with the Volt Switch. I thought it was pretty obvious that I brought this thing the way I brought this thing in, but he did it anyway, and I got a free Mirror Coat off. I come so close to killing Blissey, but that's really close. But it didn't happen. I wanted to predict him to heal that turn and go into Dragapult, but I felt like it was better just to wish and bring in Umbreon the next turn. He actually brings in Tornadus as I wish, so I can get an Umbreon, the same thing, except Blissey is weakened, which is great. As he brings in Raikou, which is interesting. He goes with the Volt Switch, as again, I can just Baton Pass, there's no problem with this. And then I can bring in Infernape. Now I'm really predicting Volcanion to come in. It's the only thing to take a Flare Blitz. He does bring in Volcanion. It does 2/3 of his health. I'm thinking maybe if he's Scarfed, I have to switch. But I don't really have a switch in at this point to a Scarfed Volcanion. So I'm just going to stay in, hope he's not Scarfed. He doubles into Tornadus, so it's clear that he's not Scarfed at that point. And then he actually triples into Mega Scizor, which was... I don't know what... Maybe he was predicting my... I don't really know what he was predicting, but I go into Crobat on the Tornadus because... It was my best answer at that point. As I U-turn, I could have gone for Heat Wave, but I thought he'd switch. So I U-turned into Alomomola as he goes for Roost, and I just go for Wish here because I'm like, you definitely don't have Swords Dance, but he does. He has Swords Dance and U-turn and Roost, so he's got to have Bullet Punch as his last move, right? That's what we're thinking. So he goes for the Bullet Punch, does 78%. Thank God I'm defensive. Crobat. I Heat Wave him, does 2/3 of his health. And I burn him, which was really nice. I don't know how much it mattered, but we'll get into that. He knocks me out with Bullet Punch. I can just bring in Infernape here and click a safe close combat. I didn't want to go for Flare Blitz, just in case he went into Volcanion. So yeah, I just went for the close combat. It was a safe play there. Because again, I also didn't think he would bring in Tornado, seeing how much that close combat did. He wasn't gonna take a Flare Blitz, so. And also, he was definitely going to sack Scizor at that point. So, he brings in a Raikou as I go into Umbreon, and he predicts the Dragapult going for Shadow Ball. At this point, as long as I get a Dragapult and get a Dragon Dance up, I pretty much win. So what I'm just trying to do is get Dragapult in freely. That was definitely not free. I didn't want to risk it dying to a Shadow Ball there. Umbreon was more free. I was going to go for Baton Pass on the obvious switch out there, because he was locked in Shadow Ball, but I'm like, let me just Toxic on the Tornado switch, and it's super obvious. And now I can, because I know he's just going to U-turn the next turn with Tornado, so I can just Baton Pass that turn. So he U-turns into Blissey, I can Baton Pass into my Pult as he goes for Toxic, and I sub. Now, in my mocks, one of the guys was like, you don't really need sub, and I'm like, I have a feeling he's going to try to Toxic me, and that would suck. And even though I do have Heal Bell on the team, this Pult is purely a late game sweeping Dragapult, so if I get Toxicked, it's not good, so I want to be able to substitute. Thank God he didn't bring Shadow Ball or Ice Beam or anything like that. And even though he is able to pass a Wish into Tornadus successfully, yeah, I can just Dragon Dance again, and because I'm behind a sub, and I could even Dragon Dance one more time because I have a Culpa Berry, but obviously didn't do that, and I can just Dragon Darts everything on his team. So Dragapult, if you count playoffs, it's up to 16 kills on the season, which is pretty dope. 16 kills, and I think 3 or 4 deaths. Tauros got a kill here, and so did Infernape. The burn was huge. I would have lived another Bullet Punch from the Mega Scizor, but he could have switched it out potentially. I don't die to a Bullet Punch at this range with Dragapult, as long as he's not like Swords Danced up or anything. I definitely take one, because I put my, so I was Flamethrower, right? I put my HP EVs into special attacks, right? 32 special attack, and I made my nature negative. I think it was naughty, which is negative or positive attack, negative special defense, which doesn't affect my physical defense. So I would have definitely been able to take one Bullet Punch at it's like 76%, for example. The problem would be if he was able to get a Roost off, but I'm pretty sure even at like 25%, or yeah, if he roosts up to like 76%, I don't know. I guess I can count that, but anyway, good game to Agent. I mean, or AgentMayhem. It was still it was a close game if I wasn't able to, knock out that Scizor, because I was kind of scared. I'm like, does this Bullet Punch kill me with the Infernape? But once he got up to +4, I'm like, shit, this is not good. I was really scared. I was really scared he was gonna get a crit too. That would have been awful. A crit on Crobat, but I still kill with Flare Blitz. I don't know. would have been crazy. Would have been crazy for sure. So yeah, I knew he was basically. I knew he was max attack. I'm pretty sure it was just max HP. Flamethrower does 79 to 93%. So yeah, we guaranteed kill the Scizor there. Even if he's able to get a roost off later on, and we live a +4 bullet punch with Infinite, just barely. So yeah, that's going to be the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're moving on to the semifinals. I don't know who we play yet, because I think this is like the only playoff game that's happened so far. So hopefully that gets done, and we can deal with that. But anyway, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.